Are you wearing a hoodie? It's boiling. I don't have any more clothes. What up, Guru? How you doing? I'm doing grand. I'm doing jolly good. Steve Garcia or Calvin Cater, who you got? I've got Steve Garcia winning. I'll be real with you. Momentum, confidence. I think he'll put the pressure on Cater immediately. I can see him winning this one for sure. He's a big dude as well. A lot bigger than Calvin Cater. Looking forward to hearing the picks. I haven't done them yet. I'm gonna record them after this. I just thought I'd go live anyway, or I'd take too long. Piggy almost at 350k. If you hit 1 million, celebration. 1 million is definitely justifiable for a celebration or two, I would imagine. Daytime Guru, better than being told I love you. Thank you for the $2, dude. No problem, man. I'm bored of things, so I thought I'd just go live from now on. You know? At least that's productive. Cage Warriors predictions on Saturday. Let me have a little gander here, shall we? Oh, I don't really care about the card. Thank you for the £2. Yeah, I'm not really too bothered about this one. Oh, hold on now. I hope you have a good stream, bro. Thank you for the £2. Hold on now. Thank you. Appreciate that. I guess I'll see if Jack Humphreys wins and if Joanny Scott becomes champ. That'll be something to pay attention to. But yeah. Thank you for the membership, Caden Curtis. I appreciate the membership, dude. I'm pretty torn on Chidi versus Jake. Your thoughts? Chidi Njokuani versus Jake Matthews. I think I'm going to go with Chidi Njokuani, to be honest with you. Yeah. Jake Matthews just seems a little bit one-dimensional with his boxing in moments. And I can see Chidi being a little bit too dynamic for him. So I'm going to go with Chidi Njokuani there, I think. Always go live, Guru. I'll go live more often for sure. That's what this is, you dumb fuck. Guru driving a rift between DC and Rogan. Gotta love it. Oh, yeah, dude. You know I was manipulating that whole situation. You know the drill. You know the game, dude. You know the techniques. The classic techniques. From 5'3" in a wheelchair to Moggin DDP. Stand your base, yeah. Thank you for the $5. I was never in a wheelchair. I was, I guess, at one point in life, I was 5'3", maybe when I was like 12 or something. Thank you for the €2. Heil Pigger. Thank you for the €2, dude. Saw somewhere that Luke Riley got signed and they're waiting to announce a matchup. Sounds like a dream scenario. That would be amazing. Probably on the Paris card, I would imagine. Thank you for the $5. My co-worker's family is related to Fujit. Had to explain to him that he's going to get brutally KO'd. He was saying this fight makes or breaks him. That's a worrying situation. Yeah, he's probably going to get absolutely destroyed in the first round by TKO against Dulatov. But best of luck to him, you know. What do you think of the Buchecha signing? I don't care, but we'll see what he looks like in his debut. I'm learning not to get too hyped over people with experience in different martial arts beforehand. Let me see him in the cage first. Ilya versus Arman. Marab versus Corey. Last pay-per-view in Vegas. That could work. That could definitely work. Thank you for the $2. I don't agree with doing Ilya versus Arman now. I completely disagree of doing that. I don't know why everyone's pushing for it so hard. It doesn't make any sense. Arman has not fought in over a year. Get him in the cage. Get him a fight. Let's build the hype. Remind the fans who he is first. Like, come on, man. Huge hatred for Joe Rogan. Lol, you should try to get on his show. How will he want to speak to you, though, after all the things you said about him? People forget, man. Joe Rogan might also forget, man, as well. So, you know, maybe he's forgotten. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think I'm ever going to get on his show. But I don't really care. Thoughts on recent aerial glaze because UFC reporters are bad? Yeah, it's like, you know, they've lowered the standard. It's like us thinking that UFC 317 was a good card. They've lowered the standard so much that we're now appreciating shit. And that's the aerial glaze because UFC reporters are bad. Thoughts on Tim Kennedy finally admitting the lies? I don't know if he admitted it, but I've seen that he got rumbled on a few things. So, yeah, it's just not the best, is it, for him? I don't really care either. Yeah, get some AC in that shed finally. No, sweater in the summer is wild. I don't really have anything else to wear, so I'm just wearing this, to be honest with you. Let me clear my nose again. I hate this. Impression of John Jones in Thailand, thinking he is bringing home a ladyboy just to be horrified that it's an actual woman. You fucking liar! This whole place is just a giant mindfuck. Thank you for the $5, dude. Mr. Munchies, I appreciate the membership, man. Thoughts on Shamrock in the UFC? And did you hear him mention you on his last podcast? Hot Water's Green Room podcast. Okay. You're one of his mates, I guess. That's what I'm going to take it as. in the brackets, just saying the full name of the podcast as well, just in case I needed to know. No, I didn't see him mention me. But, yeah, timestamp it. I'm dying of AIDS now in the middle of answering this. But timestamp it and send it to me on Instagram or something. I ain't seeing through a whole fucking podcast. No offense, but I'm looking forward to Shamrock in the UFC. Guru with black hoodie, spinning the block. No, I'm not going to spin the block, but you may end up on a shirt if not careful with the way that you speak to me. Thank you for the $5, Outlaw MMA. Hot take, Gaethje has a better chance of chinning Ilya than either Paddy or Arman have at smudging him to a decision. They all lose, though. Thank you for the $5. You think the approach for Pimlet is to smudge Ilya Topuria to a decision? I disagree with you anyway, by the way, because I think Gaethje's going to fall straight into the pocket with Ilya Topuria, and the way Pimlet and Arman fight, they don't have to be in the pocket as much to deal damage, whereas Gaethje does. So you might see it as striking with him, but there's ways of striking with an opponent, and I think Gaethje's, sure, it might give him a better chance of landing on Ilya clean, but I think it also gives him a greater chance of getting absolutely flattened. So yeah. Thoughts on bonfirm versus Wonderboy? I think Wonderboy is going to get subbed. DDP leaking Paddy versus Justin on 319 is legit. It's not legit at all, no. We've literally got 5 weeks until the event. And Pimlet's not in fight shape whatsoever, so obviously not. I got shit on for saying that was a fake thing, but it was. Impression of Bobby Green telling CTE Nate to pass the blunt to him and not his brother. Shout out Guru from San Diego. No problem, dude. Thank you for the $5. Oh, damn, Nate. Holy shit. Pass me a fucking blunt. Come on, man. Hold up. Nick's coming off cocaine. Thank you for the 5. Hope you sick if you don't leave your house. How am I sick if I don't? No, it's not sick. I've just got a blocked nose. Also, impression of McGregor watching Ngannou and Bilal in boat coming to Ireland with Ariel's help. All right, all right. Thank you for the 25 months of membership. What? The fuck is going on here, mate? Sink that. Mr. Epic, I appreciate the membership, dude. When are you dropping the Habib hit piece documentary discussing things like his debt, fake fights, and his whole team getting caught doping? Thank you for the $5. I don't think I'm going to do an entire Habib hit piece documentary on my channel. I think over the years I've spoken about these individual topics enough, if you know what I'm saying. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $50 Bearded Viking Woodworks. I appreciate the $50, dude. The mother flipping goo. If it wasn't for your commentary on the cards, I'd probably stop watching. This year has been a complete travesty. Thank God for the goo. I appreciate you, Bearded Viking Woodworks. I always do, dude. I appreciate your donations all the time. And best of luck with your own content. Thank you for the $50. Yeah. Dude, true. I don't know if I'd be watching him if I had the channel. I said to Demetrius Johnson on the pod that I'd be doing it anyway. I'd be watching all the cards anyway. But I feel like me making the channel has kind of committed me to the game in a different kind of way. That I'm okay with. I'm happy with. Thank you for the £2. Me and bro interview for roles. Give us Guru luck, please. Good luck! I don't know how it works. I don't know how I'd give you good luck, but there you go. Try that. People forget, man. He's made of mahogany. He's really struggling on that front leg. He's a marauder. Calf kicks changed the game, man. People forget, man. Benson Henderson, that's who started it. Thank you for the £5. Appreciate you for giving me something to laugh at during these 90+ degree summer days working blue collar. Cheers, Guru. No problem, dude. I'm glad I can be here to accompany you. I do not envy you working these days blue collar. Thoughts on Lucas Tracy's GOAT list? Armand Sarukian's positioning was literal rage bait. Same with Peter Yan's, and I won't hear otherwise. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate you. For Jerusalem, thank you for the $2 Canadian. Ravender Gosal. Who you reckon wins, Alejandro Topuria or Wellmaker? I would side with Alejandro Topuria because of the grappling difference, but I would not be surprised if he got chinned because I don't think he's all that compared to Ilya. You know? Impression of Tyson and King Green roasting each other voice. Damn, holy shit, you sound like a fucking retard. Shut up. I don't know how you would sound. Remove 2 women's divisions of your choice or have Jones die in the cage from Aspinall. I mean, I'd take the Jones death, I think, over the 2 women's divisions. Strawweight and flyweight ain't that bad. Dustin versus Max isn't hype. I feel like I'm kind of tired of UFC old heads. I don't care that Max is 33. He's been in the UFC a long time. That card sucks. Lots feel the same. Yeah, that card sucks, but I don't think it's to do with Holloway versus Poirier. I don't like the trilogy. I think the trilogy is fucking pointless, and I hate the fucking fight being made in the first place. But it's going to be epic to watch Holloway versus Poirier. So that's not the problem with the card. The problem with the card is if you're going to have it headlined by fucking Holloway versus Poirier, it better be the most stacked thing I've ever seen. But no, it's dog shit, it's not stacked, and it has barely any ranked fights on there at all. You know? When you run the UFC, can I be the new Nina? I'm white. I don't know if you can be the new Nina. Zach the Lego Maniac. We don't need anyone doing fucking Legos on the fucking backstage area. I don't know. No, you can't. Thank you for the $10. Wild to me, people think you're a real deal racist. Huh? Wild to me that people think you're a real deal racist when I discovered you from Hill shouting you out. You have a show with DJ, and you often pick people of color to win over whites. Are people just too soft and PC? Yeah, I think it's just they're not onto anything. Yeah, I think they're just too soft and PC, to be honest with you. I agree. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not at all. Thank you for the $10. You got it dead on. You figured it out. Yeah, it's actually fucking pathetic, and yeah, I know exactly. They're just too soft and PC. I agree. If you were black for a day, what would you do? Rob someone? I don't know, man. Thank you for the I don't know. Perfect follow-up donation there to the other donation. I appreciate you, man. I don't know, man. Who knows? Man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd probably try some fucking chicken, see what the fuss is about, you know. Would Jorge versus Conor in 2020 be in a top 5 pay-per-view of all time? Thank you for the $2. Yes, that would have been a huge pay-per-view. I don't know if it would have been top 5, but it would have been top 10. Impression of Raul Rosas continually throwing rocks at Ariel Helwani, and he begs for it to stop. Dee-wee-wees! Dee-wee-wees! Stop! Stop it! I'm bombing your hospital. Do you think Joe mentioned that John Jones didn't even train? Yeah. For the Gustafsson enough? Yeah, I know. He always mentions it, dude. Or that he's just so talented, yeah. Not the 4 failed drug tests. Dude, absolute stinker from Joe Rogan, it has to be said. Gaethje Lowe is his best chance against Ilya. Gaethje Lowe is his best chance against Ilya. Gaethje Lowe. Thank you. Thank you for the $5, Owen. I'm from New Orleans. Hate the card, but watch UFC 318 be a card that looks awful but comes... Yeah, I know, it'll be a great fight. The fights will be good, which it will make Dana get away with having shit fights on the card, which is true. Thank you for the $5, Owen. Going on a flight tomorrow, should I bring a Burger King crown? Yes, you need to bring a Burger King crown for sure. I saw the follow-up to that donation and I knew I had to... That was too perfect of a 2-donation spree there to not take advantage of. Going on a flight tomorrow, should I bring a Burger King crown? I mean... Go on, man, sure. Let it out. Stacked cards are more elusive than Jeffrey Epstein's client list. True. Very, very true. They really are. They really are. Who would you rob? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyone, mate. Anyone and everyone. Because I'm owed stuff. Who would you rob? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyone, mate. Anyone and everyone. Because I'm owed stuff. Who would win in a rematch? Frank Dax or Chong Li? I don't know who either of those people are, but I'm going to go Chong Li. He sounds like he knows Kung Fu. Thank you for the $2. Michael Burbano. I appreciate the $2, dude. Nothing better than Guru teeing off on Jones and Rogan. Yeah. Maybe I'll start angling towards more Joe Rogan-ish content now. New target. Thank you for the 21 months of membership, Scott McCoy. About to get back to welding, but which fighting nerd do you think has the best chances of winning a title? I'm biased to Gene, but I think it's him. It's likely Gene Silver, you're correct. Yes, you're correct. It is likely Gene Silver. Enjoy your welding. But I do agree that it's Gene. Yeah, it's not going to be Prates. I don't think it's going to be Huffy, but Huffy has a solid shot. So, to be honest with you, it could be Huffy, but Gene's closer right now. So, and I don't think Braujo's going to beat Imavov. So, yeah. I don't think it's going to be Huffy, but Huffy has a solid shot. So, to be honest with you, it could be Huffy, but Gene's closer right now. So, and I don't think Braujo's going to beat Imavov. So, yeah. She, man. Come on, man. Thank you for the £2, Jack Reed. You step foot in Gujarat, you'll be an urban legend. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Where the fuck is Gujarat? I step foot in Gujarat, I'll be an urban legend. Gujarat, a state in India? I step foot there, I'll be an urban legend? What? I'll be told like a spooky story at a campfire in India for years to come saying, oh, this man, he walk through the town, he fucking clean. They've all got torches under their face. And let me tell you the legend of the man the white man come to Gujarati and the man clean. He crazy guy. This guy crazy clean. He no stinky. He come through. You need to know this guy. Very crazy story, everybody. I don't know. I can see him all with the torches under their face as we speak. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, sorry. I don't think I'll be setting foot in Gujarat anytime soon, brother. Impression of Curtis Blades calling 911 to 911 to report a crime, but he starts stuttering, so the operator thinks it's a prank call. Okay. Hello, what's your emergency? John Jones clapping my cheeks. He's mid-reporting the rape. All right, sir, that's enough jokes. We got real things to take care of. Thank you for the $10. Good noodles. Agree, all the fights lack name value, but Costa Kopilov's a scrap. Ige Pitbull's a scrap. True. Holland D-Rod's a scrap. Dana will say at the post-fight, these guys don't know the sport like I do, kid. I know ya. You know, these guys say this card's going to be shit. You know, you got to wait until the card plays out. How many times I got to tell you? Yeah, he always does that shit. Pisses me off. Your Adesanya impression is actually one of your best. You don't break it out as often. I'm the new dog in the yard. Botched. I don't think it's that good of an impression, but it's like accurate-ish to the way that he speaks. It just doesn't sound like him. Thank you for the $5. Is you moving out the UK a declaration of defeat? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm lost. So just let me figure it out. I don't know yet. You like Dexter? No, but I like the song Washing Machine Heart by that woman. So I just see some shorts of it now and then, but I've never seen Dexter. You wake up black in Ariel's house, what do you steal? The fucking brand deal that I inevitably just signed before I woke up in the body. Maybe I was sent there to take it back. I don't know. Thank you for the $2. I'm not sure what I'd steal. It's the stained mattress. As a biracial man, I agree with Carle. So many people think you're racist and hateful when truthfully you just expose people and corporations. God bless. I know, dude. Now we're talking. Yeah. Yep. Dead on. I've been trying to convince... Dude, I'm not a racist. And this is something that just needs to be. I'm glad that people are actually seeing the truth of the entire situation. It's great. Who would be the GOAT if everyone was on roids? Trevor Peake. Impression of Anthony Smith, or probably Anthony Smith. You know how much he's being hindered by no testosterone? If Smith had some testosterone in his body, even just the natural amount, I think he'd be a marauder. Impression of Anthony Smith swimming through the floods in Texas to save his family, but ends up drowning in a pool and dies. No. Anthony, save us! What are you doing? I'm on a single leg, honey. Give me a minute over here, all right? What? Come on. There's a lot of pressure that goes into things. My mind just ain't on the ball right now, honey. What can I tell you? Please, save us. Come on, honey. This is a tricky spot. He's hitting me right behind the ear. Smith's just on his fucking knees. Ilya Teixeira will beat Islam and become a 3-division champion. He could do. I doubt it. I doubt it at welterweight, but he could do. I reckon I'd pick him too. So yes, I do. But I don't think he'll do it because JDM's going to make Makhachev shit his pants in the cage. If the White House card theme is UK versus US, got to do Islam versus Colby and re-sign Makhachev. Need the UK demographic represented. Thank you for the $5, dude. All right. So we'll have fucking Makhachev versus Manuel Torres then, shall we? If you want the US demographic represented. Amigo. Shall we? Cabron? Gringo? Impression of Rogan convincing Lucas Tracy to quit YouTube after watching his GOAT list video. I think you'd be surprised. Come on, come on. I'm a crafty vet. No, you gotta stop, folks. This is where it ends, folks. Thank you for the 5. Thank you, Midhat Selimovic. I appreciate the membership, dude. Are there any real threats to Aspinall's belt? Cyril Gane is a tricky fight for him. Jailton Almeida is a tricky fight for him. Volkov in a rematch can also be tricky. I don't think Aspinall has that perfect of a performance against Volkov most of the times out of 10. You know, that was like a 1 in 10 performance from Aspinall. There's another 7 out of 10 where he just wins, or 8 out of 10 where he wins. But I don't think it'll be that easy every time. That was just a specifically excellent performance from him. So there's a lot of challenges. Thank you for the 5. I can afford a ticket for Nash, and I want to bring my dad. This would be his first UFC event, so I want to leave a good impression. Worried he'd be bored. The Nashville card should be good. So I'm sure he'll be fine. And don't be worried that he'll be bored. You know what I mean? You're his son, and you're inviting him to go to some fights to watch them together. He probably values that more than the entertainment value of the card anyway. So don't let that stop you. Started following because you're a racist, my guru. Thank you for the 2. That new Instagram AI account is already gloated. I know, I saw the AI videos that are being put up about me. They're getting some traction. It's disgraceful, to be honest with you, but okay. You know, what can I do? You know, my dad is a John Jones glazer, but how did he give birth to you if he's gay? And I showed him your 3-part series on John, and he hates him now. Okay, conversion therapy. Nothing like it, dude. The conversion therapy that is MMA Guru's John Jones videos. It works a charm. It really does. Thank you for the $5. White Coco 28. Anthony Smith crawling on the floor while an intruder breaks in. Looks at his wife and kids. As a fighter, sometimes you just have to get elbowed on bottom. All right. As a fighter, sometimes you just got to get elbowed on bottom position. Trust me, honey, when he stops fighting for these underhooks, I'm going to get this single leg. He's beating your ass, Anthony. Quick, get up. No. This is just what I want him to think. UFC Qatar in November. Tsaruki and Hooker or Yan versus Umar. Well, Yan's fighting Marcus McGee in July, so I don't know if that'll end up happening, but it might do. I don't think they're going to do that fight with Umar next. I think Umar's going to get to fight someone else. Tsaruki and Hooker. I liked Tsaruki and Hooker, but I also liked Tsarukian versus Pimlet or Gaethje. I think that's better for him. Better for his resume before he fights Teixeira as well. You know? We will start racism, my guru. Okay, thank you for the $2. Calm down, guys. Jesus Christ. There's one thing we don't bring up in this chat room. It's race. So just fucking I don't know what impression you've gotten from the past few years of my streams, but don't fucking go there with that type of shit. Okay? It's fucking pathetic. It really is. Hooker beats Armin. True. He doesn't, by the way. There's a stranger in my house should have been Smith's walkout song. Okay. True that. A good old threatening one for him. Give him a bit of PTSD every training session. Do you think you'll ever go to a UFC event live? I will do some point in my life. Yeah, I'm a young bull, chat. That's what you got to understand about me. I'm a young dog. Okay, I got life ahead of me. So there'll definitely be a time in my 30s or some shit where I do fucking all of that shit. Yeah, I'm saying. On Fallen Grave. Are you red-pilled? No. No, I'm not red-pilled. Okay, you're racial but not racist. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Impression of Chandler's kids buying a MB from Francis Ngannou. An MB? A motorbike? She, man, how many bodies it got? This one has 7. She, hold on now. They all got some experience in these streets now. Some shit like that. Chandler's kids asking Ngannou how many bodies the motorcycles have got. Thank you for the 2. What was the joke Drickus' coach made in the vlog? Oh, I don't even remember it now. Someone asked me that a couple of months ago and I couldn't even remember it, but no. I don't even remember it. It wasn't even that bad. It was just some risky jokes. You still think Dustin is dangerous for Ilya? Yeah. Yeah, I think he is. Thank you for the 2. Edgelords in chat don't know what's going on in the UK. Yeah, they don't at all, dude. It's just... It's pathetic, honestly. They don't know. Did you see Tim Kennedy has finally admitted to stolen valor? Took years of other vets trying to hold him accountable, but finally he's come clean. Where did he come clean? I need to see where Tim Kennedy came clean on his stolen valor. NASA astronaut. I want to take full and unequivocal... Okay. I want to take full and unequivocal responsibility for a serious mistake. Over the years, I made public statements and gave interviews in which I unintentionally misstated aspects of my military service. Most notably, I implied directly or indirectly that I had been awarded the Bronze Star with valor. That's not true, and there's no excuse for it. I never received that honor, and I deeply regret ever suggesting otherwise. That kind of recognition is sacred. It represents an extraordinary... What I said disrespected your service. When I stepped into the public eye... the military and veteran community are those who've served... of what you expect from me. This apology is not the end. Understand that they will not heal the disappointment or restore the trust. Tim Kennedy. I don't care. Thank you for the £2. Thank you for the $2. Move to the US. Your sleep schedule will destroy your health. All right, dude, shut up. I'm gonna. All right, fucking hell, man. Pass the mustache. Grok AI after Epstein files. Thank you for the $2. True. It fucking crashed out, dude. Who would have thought it, dude? Grok, the fucking pattern recognition AI, started to recognize some fucking patterns, dude. Thoughts on Trump administration covering for Jeffrey Epstein? It's all a part of the fucking same show, dude. When you're gonna get it? You ain't voting, dude. It ain't America. Y'all just some fucking goys, dude. That's all it is. Thank you for the $2. The chat hates Guru trying to get UK Popo on him. I'm not.